What's up, y'all? Let me know that y'all in here and if you can hear me when you join in. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. When you join in, let me know. What's up? What's up? So, okay, good. Y'all can hear me. I'm not going to put myself on the screen because I wasn't planning on going live. But I just got done watching Clarence's ex freaking live. I mean, her videos that she just posted. And I need, hey Destiny, how are you? And I felt like I want to go live and watch this again because I'm feeling some type of way about how Queen and Clarence's relationship started. Like, I'm definitely feeling some type of way. Like, so basically what I got from watching the live was that Leslie and Clarence were still in a relationship, and then Queen and Clarence started talking to each other, and then he basically told Leslie that he needed space, and then next thing she know, they was in a relationship. So Queen was acting as if she was so hurt from Chris all along. She was doing the same thing to another female. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, how could she? You know what I'm saying? Like, here we are all trying to support her and people talking bad about Chris. Whole time, she's doing the same thing to Chris. I'm sorry, to Clarence. And then come to find out, Leslie and Clarence used to watch Chris and Queen. Like, talk about a slap in the face. That's like Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats. That's like the same thing that happened with Alicia Keys. Swiss Beats' wife, Swiss Beats' wife used to be an Alicia Keys fan. And then Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats start dating. Like, how could that would hurt, especially with her saying that she used to be a Queen Naija fan. Like, I couldn't imagine somebody cheating on me with somebody that I used to watch. You know what I'm saying? That we used to watch together. Happy birthday. So I want to watch this with you guys, and I'm gonna pause it as we're watching it because I really feel some type of way about this. So this is part one.
I am not here to ruin relationships.
Can you guys hear this? Let me know if you guys can hear.
And I don't think anything in this world will change my character. For those of you who have been following me,
can you guys hear her?
Instagram, know that I've never moved that way, and it's not like me to do that anyway. So yeah, let's get to it.
Hey, so basically I'm gonna do a review of Queen of Lies Part 1, and basically talk to you guys a little bit about my thoughts and opinions on Part 1 and what happened and what went down, right? So, Queen of Lies Part 1, a lot of people have been circulating around that it's allegedly about Clarence.
Hold on, I'm about to pause it real quick because somebody said, who's to say that Queen knew? Clarence could have been telling her that he was a single man. Queen knew that Clarence was in a relationship with Leslie. Come on. She knew. She knew. But Queen has always been head over heel for Clarence, so I felt like it was one of those situations that she didn't really care who was hurting because she was hurting herself.
Queen and his ex, Clarence's ex, Leslie. I have all three of their profiles pulled up, so this is going to help me go through the review. Okay. So this is Clarence's ex, Leslie Ness. Pretty girl. Really beautiful.
Katrina, they had pictures posted together on Instagram. She knew that he was in a relationship.
She's from the Bronx, and she mentioned that she suffers from depression and has always had to go to therapy all her life, and she had a rough upbringing.
She did not
It starts off by her basically
write the book.
Okay. So, I am from the Bronx. I was born and raised here. And I not ever suffered from depression. And I've never visited a therapist. I never went to therapy. That is false. That is not true. And I didn't have a rough upbringing. honestly, I was raised in church. Both my grandparents are ministers. They have their own church. And so my whole childhood was basically in church Monday through Sunday. I'm not even gonna lie. We probably had one, not even a Saturday off, because Saturday was service for kids. So that is false. My any
That's as
suffering
loud as I can
or
get it to
anything
go,
like
you
that. So
guys.
that's a
She
little
wasn't
heartbreaking.
speaking very
But
loud.
yeah.
Saying like I just for a
Maybe I should have stopped it a little bit before. But me and Clarence been together for 5 years. And you could only imagine in 5 years what a relationship goes through. No relationship is perfect. Me and him went through a share of things. I have suffered. Um, I've forgiven him. We got back together a few times. And no one knows till you actually experience this for yourself. But when you are in a relationship and you love somebody, you forgive them and you want to try to work it out. And of course, that's what I did because I loved him. I thought that was the man of my dreams and the man I was going to marry and have children with. So, although I knew at times it wasn't right, or I'm not going to say it wasn't right, but I shouldn't have went back, I still did. I gave him another chance. And, yeah, we tried to make it work. But you never know that once you lose trust and once you go down this dark path, things aren't the same. Different things happen in a relationship. Like, you start acting differently around the person. Your mind is already like tormented with so many things, so you're just scared of things now. Like, you can't move like calm. You can't be free. You can't let him be free. You know what I'm saying? So you like kind of, it changes you a little bit in the relationship. You become like a
So, to the people that are just joining, this is Clarence's ex girlfriend, Leslie. This part one, honestly, wasn't really where she said too much of anything. It was part two where she said, I'm going to just go. You all can always go to her channel and watch part one. But part two is where she was saying how basically Queen and Clarence hooked up, and how it's a little late. It's 2 years. A whole baby later. Let it go. It seems like she's reaching for a moment. I'm sorry. She's not reaching. They brought her into this. The people brought her into this by creating the book. You know what I'm saying? Queen of Lies. So I guess she's talking about it to clear her name is what she said. But I don't I don't feel like it's necessarily too late. She just decided that she didn't want to talk about it when it happened, I guess. But this second video is where she was really spilling the tea, quote unquote.
allegedly Leslie clicked on her account, and her account had 3 million fans. Like basically, she was popular.
Alright, so I'm gonna say this. There was a time in the basement, because that's where I was living at when we were together with him. Because this just sounds familiar, and I guess people are putting pieces together. But I've never looked at his phone or seen a message of Queen. The only thing that this reminds me of is a time where he had told me that Queen wrote to him and told him that he should start YouTube. And that's it. And he made it seem to me that when she DM'd him that was a long time ago. Mind you, the reason why I know of her is because me and Clarence used to watch her videos with Chris Sales. And
So let me pause right there. So all that stuff that Clarence talks about Chris, the whole time you used to watch Chris and Queen, you used to watch their channel, you were a fan? Like what? Like what?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed her humor. I enjoyed his humor. I enjoyed them together. And me and Clarence used to watch their videos. That's the crazy shit. That's the crazy part. But yeah.
Her account had 3 million fans, and then it's like it went from, oh my God, you were so damn fine. If I wasn't married, I'd marry you. So the girl was married. After that, she continued to send messages. She continued to send messages to this girl's man.
I guess that's true because it's all over YouTube. Their
conversation. She was married, and she was sending messages to another man.
I found out also when you guys found out.
Talking about she wanted to.
Once again, can you imagine? Whole time you think that you're trying to, be there for your man and letting him become who he wants to become, and then you find out with the rest of the world that they're not just best friends, but now they're dating. Like, could you imagine? But you used to be a fan of this person. She probably cannot stand her, and then listening to Medicine, and literally that's what she went through with Clarence, but Queen was the cause of it. Like, come on. I don't know, y'all. This is just making me look at Queen totally different.
Marry him.
And then it all makes sense.
And if it wasn't for
why me and him was going through what
he
we was
would
going
marry
through
him.
towards the end of our relationship.
Don't even know the man. It's a complete stranger. Mind you, only know him off of social media. Already talk about she would marry him because he's fine. Really, just real dumb. Anywho, allegedly, Leslie, the ex, said that she saw more messages, and that person, that famous public figure, started telling Clay stories about her husband. The public figure was talking about her husband, how her husband found her unattractive, and how she wanted to leave her husband to be with Clay.
I'm not going to talk about anything with her and her husband because it's not my business.
And so, Clay basically, the ex basically that's the author of the book. The ex basically flipped out. She got mad because she's like, you're not just doing this for money. Like, there's an emotional connection that's building. Like, you're basically taking it too far. You're actually listening to this girl. You're actually, entertaining this girl on a...
Okay, so, around the time that Queen came to his life, me and Clarence, we never really broke up. What he asked for was space because he wanted to do things that he couldn't do while I was there living with him. That's what he told me.
AKA get to know Queen on an intimate level, in my opinion.
And I cried about it. I was sad. I was hurt. But I didn't want to stop him from achieving his goals or doing whatever he wanted to do. I didn't want to be the block to it. I didn't want to be the tremendous obstacle that he needs to go over, As much as I loved him, I wanted him to be happy too. And I wasn't going to sit back and get treated less than I deserved. So I let it be. And I gave him space. I went back to my house. One thing led to another. So I went back home. I gave him his space. We never really said it's over. We didn't. That's not how it ended. It was just space that he wanted, so I gave it to him. And I remember talking on the phone with him when they started making their videos, and he told me, you know, I love you. You know, I want to marry you. You know, I want to have kids with you. This is just business. And I said, fine. Then I also told him, Clarence, the more you with her, the more you guys are gonna get feelings for each other. And obviously, she likes him. I mean, he told me that. He told me, like, yeah, of course she likes me, but that's not the case. It's just business. And I said, fine. But I already knew. Once you hang out with somebody every day and you know, you guys are gonna vibe, whatever. You guys, I don't know. You might see something and whatever. It is what it is. So that's what I told him. He told me.
Let me react to this comment. It says Chris been cheating a long time, way before Clarence. Chris has nothing to do with Clarence and Leslie's relationship. What I'm saying is Queen was in the wrong for interfering in a relationship that when Clarence and Leslie were already in a relationship. It's not fair that Leslie had to be cheated on or abandoned because Queen had interest in Clarence. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Queen should have stayed with Chris because Chris is a saint. I'm not saying that at all. We all know that Chris cheated on Queen multiple times. So yes, Queen should have left, but that doesn't mean you go break up somebody else's relationship.
He assured me that that wasn't the case. Um, so I believed him, and then the videos kept coming. They kept coming. They were getting a little more enticing, and I couldn't handle it. I remember, if I go back, I remember when they was on live, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening to me. But when the videos started getting a little more like freaky and too like, I don't know, when it was just getting too much, I couldn't handle it, and I knew then that I had to just let it go. I couldn't deal with that, and he obviously was getting to a space that where he wanted to be. So I pretty much let it go, you know.
Leslie for their money, so like was really good. So then Clay simply just said to his ex that supposedly Leslie, you know, chill, babe, like he's just trying to get his followers up. And Clay basically said that this girl is basically just to come up. She's loaded with money and clout, and basically that was it. That's all it was to him. That's what Clay told the ex. So
he didn't tell me that. Those things are the obvious. I mean, he didn't have to tell me all that.
The public figure. But the reason why Leslie had flipped out even more wasn't just because of the text messages. It was because Clay had invited her to New York. She was invited to New York, and that's when allegedly Leslie, who is allegedly the ex, flipped out and was like,
I don't know about Clarence inviting Queen to New York. I do know that she came to New York to visit. I don't know how they got together because I didn't read messages. I know just as much as you guys know from after they posted how they started and whatever. So I don't really know how that shit started. So I want to assume that they were talking on Instagram, exchanging times to see each other or whatever.
invite her to New York for, like, what you doing? This is not about money. But Clay's telling her it is about money. You know, she's loaded with money and clout. You know, hello, like I'm just trying to gain her trust. I'm just trying to, you know, get this money, get this bag. That's basically what Clay is telling the author of the book, the ex. So sure enough, the ex agrees and says, okay, well, she's not going to get in the way of him getting money. So basically, the public figure comes to New York. The ex said that basically verbatim, she took pics all in my man's house, and she paid for Clay's dinner and took them out. And
I know there was pictures in the basement, but I don't know about the
also
dinner.
mentioned that she was on a budget because she said that her husband, the public figure said that her husband she was in New York with Clay, took all the money, and so she was on a budget. So while she was there, she paid for their dinner and stuff like that, but she still let it be known she's on a budget because her ex-husband basically took all the money. That's what she said he allegedly did. But
and that is the end of my first reaction of part 1 of Queen of Lies. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it really, really, really did clear up some rumors. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my...
So, that girl Danielle, she did not write the book. That's what she said allegedly in the first in the first video. So you have to go write part 1. This video is posted on her YouTube channel. Leslie Inez is up in the search bar. I hope Clarence reacts too. And I heard a lot of things that I haven't heard Swisher B. I didn't know that Leslie lived in the basement. I didn't know that Clarence moved Leslie out the basement to move Queen into the basement. I didn't know that Clarence and Leslie used to watch Chris and Queen. I didn't know that Clarence was once a fan of Chris, but he always talks stuff. Ruby Red, this is a tea channel, so on this channel you will see tea. If you don't like it, you are more than welcome to leave. I don't know. I just feel like Chris Sales is mentally unstable because of Queen. Shake my head. I'm not going to put that off on Queen. But I just feel like it's not fair that whole time everybody was just down Chris's throat and Queen was pretty much doing the same thing to Leslie that was being done to her. She said that they had pictures on Instagram, so Queen had to know that he was maybe he didn't know he was in a relationship, but he was talking to somebody. And just as a woman, like, she knew when she was with Chris that Clarence was in a relationship, okay? They started off as friends, remember? Why didn't they start off talking if there was no relationships? You know what I'm saying? They had to ease their way into a relationship. Everything was a big secret. Remember how it was a big secret when they first got together, and then boom, all of a sudden they were in a relationship? And she said she found out at the same time as the rest of the world. How heartbreaking. Yes, they are. Naya, you look like a young child, so I'm not even going to respond to that. If she moved back home and he asked for space, I'm sorry. That's a breakup, my love. So y'all feel like Leslie and Clarence dealt with each while he's been with Queen? I feel like Leslie and Clarence were not officially broken up. Clarence just said he needed space to do things in his home that he couldn't do while he was there. He never told her that it was over. He didn't tell her that she was single and he was single and they could see other people. That's how you break up with somebody as an adult. Just because you say, I think you should go stay back at your house and not stay in my mom's basement, that doesn't mean that you're single. That doesn't mean anything. That's not a breakup, Shirley. Queen and Clarence both lied. If Clarence was cheating on Leslie, that's nobody's fault but his. Queen just played smart, I guess. She was messing around while she was messing with Chris. I thought Claire and Les broke up months before he met Queen. We have to go back to the beginning. Like I said, you guys are more than welcome to go over to her channel and check out part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is where she really explains about her and Clarence's relationship and opens up about it. But I don't know, y'all. I just felt I personally, I like Queen. I enjoy her growth. Queen makes some bad decisions sometimes, but overall, I was rooting for Queen, especially when her and Chris initially broke up, and then she started dating Clarence. I was rooting for her happiness, because from what I understood, Chris had broke her down. But in all actuality, I guess they broke each other down. That's just what it is. That's just how I feel. I don't know, you guys. Comment down below how you feel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I just wanted to come on here and do a live reaction because I was watching this and I'm like, dang. They all need to squash this out. This is all unnecessary drama. Why is it all coming out now? It's all coming out now because of this book, Queen of Lies. Everybody, that's what I wanted to say. Everybody's saying, why is she coming out 3 years later? Because all of a sudden there's a book out about her saying that she was in a threesome and that Clarence was a gigolo and X, Y, and Z. So, well, thank you, Sweet Vibes. So that's why she's coming out 3 years later with it. I don't think she's clout chasing because if she wanted clout, she would have came out with a video as soon as this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people do with clout chasing. They come out as soon as they have the tea and the receipts, and they get their little 15 minutes of fame, and then they move on. We ain't heard from Leslie. Leslie doesn't try to expose Clarence. She doesn't try to leak any old photos of Clarence or conversations or anything like that. Leslie is such a fit girl. I love it. I'm glad she debunked all the BS that was said in that book. Leslie has the right to tell her story. So, anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And make sure you, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time that I upload. I am curious to see if Clarence is going to react to Leslie's video so he can try to clear his name, because right now I'm feeling some type of way about their relationship. Not that they care, not that it matters that how I feel, but I guess the saga will continue tomorrow or later on this evening. And what is wrong with her health? She didn't mention, she said that there was something seriously wrong and she didn't appreciate Clarence talking about that. But I don't know, you guys. See, I love a real woman. Like, you know what's right and wrong. Well, her channel name is Leslie Inez. So it's in the search bar right here. Leslie Inez. Okay, guys, I'm about to get off of here. You guys have a good night. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And also, somebody said, before I get out of here, somebody said make a video about the Carmen and Corey situation. I already posted it. It's already up on my channel. All right, you guys, good night. Stay safe. Be sweet. Peace.